Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Duke of TBC doing another Let's Play episode for Diablo 2 Lord of the Destruction. I had ended up recording about 4 or 5 episodes for this, and the sound on all of them got lost. I don't know what happened to it. I tested and the sound had recorded. Somehow when I tried to encode them, I don't know if it got corrupted, but every last bit of my sound and audio was lost. Um, I got so far ahead and did so much work. I completed Act 1. It's just impossible for me to... I couldn't recover it. So I had an idea. Because the ladder reset, I decided that I would just remake myself on the ladder and get myself back to where I was, at the end of the episode 4. So we've got the name Duchess. I'm glad I got the name. Let's see here. Um, we are in a decent position as compared to last time. I was able to gamble a decent claw in one go. I was able to find some socketed items again, and all in all, we're in probably the same exact shape as we were last time. So there's really not that big of a change. The biggest change that's probably come about is I'm still doing fire trap in kicks, except I'm focusing harder on fire damage now, which, as you can see, look at that. That was useful. We do not have the other fire trap yet, so we're just firebombing. What is going to actually end up making this more difficult than what I was doing before is the fact that maps do not save. Every time that I load a new game, it is going to be a randomly generated map. And considering that this is ladder and I plan on farming Countess a lot, at least for now, in normal it shouldn't be that bad. Look how good Firebomb is. Look at that. That was I completely forgot how good of a move that is. For normal it shouldn't be too bad, but if I do consider going into later levels, or even just finding the Countess's what do you call it, area, it's going to be a bit of a pain. Just because I have to search the entirety of the Black Marsh, which is what I'm talking about the Countess now, which is what we're about to go do. These should die quickly with fire bombs, and they are dead. It's gonna pay off more in the end for me because I do play online. I do want to get and want to make ladder only rune words for my own uses when the ladder resets, because I've been playing this game for years. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop. So if I can get some stuff to transfer over from ladder, even if it's a year from now, that's gonna be great. It's gonna save me some effort down the road. So we'll see. Kill you. So yeah, it really sucked. I did a bunch of videos, and I did a lot of work, and I was really happy with them. I think the videos were going really well, and then just to lose all of that work in just one go was just beyond disappointing. But you know, you can't do anything about it. You just have to do your best and keep going on. So yeah, now we're... Yeah, like it still bothers me, even though. It also affected only one recording of my Plants vs. Zombie recordings. It was only 2 levels, and frankly, they weren't exciting levels. So I'm just gonna let that rock. I'm not gonna try and find a way to go back to previous levels. I'm not gonna, worry myself about it too much on that. Missing one level of Plants vs. Zombies is not that big of a deal. The gameplay is largely the same, until you get to some of the harder stuff. So, yeah, I'm just not gonna worry about it. The other thing that's going to happen while we are online is we might randomly get PM'd from people trying to sell stuff on the new ladder. People are always trying. There's sites that are constantly trying to sell stuff. It's just how it is. Oh, we need to heal. Man, what was I doing? Um, this is an account that I made purely for this. The people on my friends list do not know about it. I may let them know about it. We'll see. I'm going to be keeping my rules to I'm only allowed to trade items that I find for other items, and I'm not going to call on my friends to let me cheat and get, and overvalue my items so that I can get ahead. I'm not going to do that. If I wanted to, I could use the wealth that I have on my other accounts to get some decent ladder stuff. It's a route that I could do, but it's not the point. The point of this is to get through it solo or under my own power and without any outside influence. So that's what we're gonna do. Um, this is nice because it's allowing me to kind of min-max a little better than I was before. Because I'm not using my... Because I decided I'm not using my kick ability pretty much at all. There's no point in me having it really leveled up as much as it was. And my fire damage is just doing so much more. And the way synergies work, because I've got so many levels in Firebomb, it's already making my other fire trap do extensively more damage. So just throw these around. Kill as much of that as we can. Yeah. This is like I said, the only thing I'm not looking forward to is constantly having to recheck where the Countess is. I refuse to use map hacks. There's already people like um, the ladder has only been up for a couple days, and people already have high runes. People are already past level 90. People already have high runes and everything under the sun, and I can't. I've never bought it. I've never used hacks. It's just not. I don't have fun when I'm doing that. I want to beat the game myself. There's people who use mods and hacks for dueling, and I really don't have. I don't respect it. You're not playing the game at that point. Why play a game if you're just gonna cheat all the time, especially one that's multiplayer? You're supposed to play a game. And I've said this before, to beat it within the parameters of the rules. And why play a game if you're not going to follow the rules? I mean, there's no point. Oh well, so yeah, this is the Countess. Well, not the Countess, this is the area of the Countess, her little dungeon, I guess you could say. Oh wow. Okay then. That was an amazing chest. Really only the cap is going to be good, unless the scimitar is just so good that like we can't pass up not using a claw, even with our 1 point in claw mastery. So we'll see how good the scimitar is. I keep forgetting we have Deckard Cain now. Let's go faster. So yeah, my internet's still trolling me pretty badly. Well, that wasn't really worth much. I did get some episodes. I'm starting to get a few more views on my videos, which I really appreciate. Everybody who's watching, everybody who has commented or made any views, I really appreciate it. I love seeing those. I love comments. The moment I saw that I had one, I replied saying thank you, I hope they enjoy, and I will always try and interact with any viewers I get the best I can. And I hope that makes it a more fun experience. I'll always try and take suggestions. Anything anybody says to hopefully make my content better, I will always be more than happy to listen to. So, definitely, let me know what you want to see. I think in the audio that I got lost, for the Plants vs. Zombies is when I talked about the game, the show Reboot. Alright, we got a level. There was a show called Reboot a long time ago on, Toonami. I think it was still Toonami on Cartoon Network at the time. I can't remember if it was named something else. at the time, but it was Toonami after school, I believe, and it was a story about these CPUs, these computer people that lived inside the computer of a quote-unquote user. And every time that the user would play a game, this big like cube would come down, and anybody that was caught in the cube would have to play the game against the user. And if the user won, it destroyed part of like the city that these people lived in. And you know, back in the day when you're a kid, you didn't know anything about computers or any like gaming and stuff like that. You cheered for the people on the show because like, you know, you didn't want their city to get destroyed. But now that I'm a gamer and I play games, it made me realize something. Whoever owned that computer and whoever kept playing those games was constantly losing. No matter what game he played, no matter what setting he might have been running it on, he would lose. And can you imagine how frustrating that is? And every game that he played was different. It was always a different game. It was never the same game twice. So then I got to thinking, wow, this poor person is playing a different game every, like he'll buy a game, play it, get soul crushed on it, and then buy a completely different game thinking, well, maybe this one will be different. I can beat this one. And then he doesn't. He just gets soul crushed again. Can you imagine how frustrating that would be? Every single game you play, you just get crushed by the AI. And it's not even like, you know, like they're playing, like the AI is just playing like humans. And you know, it's not something I ever thought about when I was younger, but now that I'm older and I play games, I think about that, like, you know, gaming was probably just absolutely ruined for that poor kid. You know, and all he wanted was to play his game, and, you know, they just wouldn't let him. So, yeah, that was, that was definitely one thing I looked at, and I was like, man, that would really suck to have to go through. We'll use that for now. We're gonna sell that. Let's see what this scimitar, how good this scimitar is. 4 to 6. Amp damage on strike is nice, but it's just not good enough. It should sell for a lot. So that was just one thing that I ended up thinking about. I think the first time I here, I was level 12. Because I used the fire trap, but we have very strong fire bombs, so we're good to go. And that was the Countess. And the first time you kill the Countess, you get a bunch of gold, which we will gladly take because I'm not as good on gold as I would like to be.
It almost covers the stench.
So much treasure, it almost covers the stench. I love that every quest in a lot of areas have their own unique quote that your character will say, and I'll like I said, I'll try and make it so people can listen in on that. Alright, so we are level 11, we cleared another quest, we talked to them. They really don't say anything, they're like, oh, you got treasure, congrats, and it really doesn't pertain anything to the camp at all, it's just something you did. Let's go ahead and get Deckard Cain to identify this stuff for us. Did we get the Black Marsh? No, we didn't. I will do that probably off screen just so you don't have to watch me run around in circles. We'll get over 1,000 gold for this. 700 for this, over 100 for this, and we have an L rune and an F rune, 2 runes that I definitely need. We're doing much better on gold. We have some decent items. We're level 11, on our way to level 12. We have plenty of socketed items we can use later on. We'll put these here. These can go in here as well. We will use this for crafting later on. And I think that's going to do it for this video. We finished this quest. And let's go ahead and get the next quest. So the next quest is going to be, we have to go fetch her magic hammer so she can make better weaponry for the encampment. Also at the end of that, she will imbue a non-magic item, and it has to be white, has to be non-socketed, into a rare item for you. What the item becomes is based on your character level, and that's how high of a level it will roll the item for you. That's going to do it from me, though. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe. It really helps me out, and it really encourages me to make more videos. I hope you liked what you saw, and I will see you guys next time.